Welcome back. If you just joined us, this is The Press. We're reaching you live from KAFTAN's television studio here in the nation's capital, Abuja. Now we'll go straight to analyzing the stories that we read out to you. Our phone lines are open. You can call in to make your contribution or ask your questions. But please remember to leave your comment in just 1 minute. And please remember to keep your comments as pure, as clean as possible, because you're on national TV and you don't know who is listening, especially for children. My guest on the show this morning is Richard Oriri, Public Affairs Analyst. Great to have you, Richard Oriri. Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right, so plenty of things to talk about. Let's see how we manage our time. Nigerian Tribune says financial autonomy panic in states as 437 local government risk zero allocation this month. Fate of caretaker committees, LCDAs hang in balance as nation awaits fight back by governors. Question marks over and restructuring. What are your thoughts in this regard? Ever since that verdict from the Supreme Court, you have governors who have accepted and governors who have said no to it. One of them is the former governor, that's James Ibori, who talked about how it's going to bring about a drought in federalism and restructuring and all of that. And then some other governors have come out to say, I think I saw Fayose also mentioned something around that. So you will definitely have governors coming out to give their own side to it and say no to it. But the National Assembly has stated that they will amend the constitution and that they would urge federal government to ensure that they do the right thing. On the other side, you have IPAC's chairman, Dantali Yusuf, say that it is a good step in the right direction and they should even scrap SIEC, that's the State Electoral Commission, immediately. Let's get your thoughts in this regard.
The verdict of the Supreme Court, the apex court, is a call for celebration to all Nigerians, not just local government beneficiaries, meaning the local government chairman and other people who benefit from it directly, but all Nigerians. Because if you look at Nigeria very well, you will see that the major thing that is confronting our development in Nigeria generally is the near absence of a local government participating fully as a third tier of government, being recognized by the Federal Constitution of Nigeria. You know, we have 3 tiers of government: the federal government, the state government, and the local government. They are all recognized by the Constitution. But Obasanjo in 2022 or so, because in 1998, when the military under General Ibrahim Babangida conducted the national election up to local government election, everything went very well. And after the emergence of the resurfacing of democracy again in 1999, federation allocation normally go directly to local government. And then we normally have a proper administration of local government, where local government chairman, maybe supervisory councillors supervisory councillor for finance in local government. If chairman is not having time to come to the center for the receipt of the local government allocation, supervisory councillors for finance normally come to Abuja here to receive their local government allocation. But in 2022, between 2021 and 2022, Obasanjo came up with this merging of local government and states. And since then, there has not been any meaningful development again at the local level. I have been opportune to serve as local government secretary before, and I know what happened within the local government system. And in the local government of today, that the allocation is being made between local government and state. They call it joint account. How can? That is complete abuse of the Constitution. You said they will have 3 tiers of government, and you are merging 1 to 1, meaning local government over the years. Obasanjo is our problem. Obasanjo causes the problem. Meaning local government from 2002 has been just an appendage of the state, just like a department under the state.
How would you accuse the former president of being a cause of the problem?
Accuse him because from 1999, the same constitution brought him to power. And the same constitution brought local government chairmen and local government councillors to power. The same constitution. And he, on his own, authoritatively merged local government to states. For what for? That's an abuse of the law, of the constitution. So now, what the constitution has, the present President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I respect him so much because he liked what is called federalism, true federalism. Look at recently, he said we should go back to the old national anthem. It was the same Obasanjo who brought us into this level. We were practicing, almost every Nigerian knew about the current national anthem that was reintroduced. But it was the same Obasanjo that changed it. And Tinubu has come to re-amend it. Now, his local government, it's the same Obasanjo who took us to this problem. And Tinubu is now re-amending it.
Okay,
and he's doing this for the sake of Nigerians, the poor people. Because local government is the only government that is directly to the people.
Richard,
now, see, in those days, my first local government chairman in 1999, Chief Ote Otopa, a renowned journalist, very strong person. In those days, people who went to contest election, even to represent their community as councillors, they are graduates, MSc holders that go to present themselves to their community. I want to represent you, and they still winnow them. They winnow them through their vote, and the best were selected. And if we go back to that part again in Nigeria, you will see even professors going back to local government to serve the community. And until that is done, which is before us now. So every Nigerian, we are happy with what has happened. But what I want President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to do for Nigeria again, in order to give total freedom to local government, is for federal INEC to conduct election, just like it happened in 1998. Federal INEC should conduct election to local government, separating the state completely from it. If not, if you still allow the state to conduct the elections, it means they will still bring in their stooge.
But even though the INEC chairman recently stated that they don't have the capacity.
They have capacity. INEC have capacity because all these SEC, State Independent Electoral Commissions, they all depend on INEC for data. They don't have data of their own.
Now, I read something yesterday where someone was stating that there is still potholes in it, especially with regards to INEC conducting elections, because it's now going to winning the election that will now be at the whims and caprices of whoever is the INEC chairman. Do you agree to that?
No. I disagree. Because local election, even that, I contested elections. It's just a concluded 2023 election, and INEC conducted it. In every polling unit, INEC representatives were present. That is a true ad hoc staff. Presiding officers in every polling unit managed by INEC, and they can do the same thing when it comes to local government election. The community will own election in Nigeria. Once it's come to local government election conducted by INEC, there is no how any community will allow anybody to come and manipulate the election. Even when we were going by option A4, the option A4 was you are the aspirant, you are the candidate for this party. You are the candidate for this party. If you are not present, then we put your picture. Then those who like you, who want you to represent them, will queue behind you, behind whoever is your agent there. You now, your picture will be here, this person's picture will be here, and they will queue. Option A4. People do it in the community, they don't send. That is where we have proper governance at the local government level, because the original people were being selected out of the chaff. If you are a criminal, you can't represent them. If you are somebody that they know as somebody that have embezzled community money before, there's no how they will elect you to represent them as councillor. So in such a situation, if INEC should come in to conduct local government election, every person that have the interest of their community at heart will be part of it, and they will ensure that through proper election is being conducted. And the right people will win election, and you will see different political parties. Richard, even if they will allow independent candidates to operate, you will see independent people winning election.
Let's go back to your words where you stated that you talked about the national anthem, the old national anthem that is now the new, and then you talked about the local government autonomy, which you stated, which you alleged that was the fault of the former president, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. And then you also stated, I'm quoting you, you also stated that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is trying to read all those policies that Olusegun Obasanjo had.
Not all.
Okay, some of
the
those
one that
policies,
against the masses, the one that against the masses,
these two I just talked about,
yes.
the national anthem and the local government autonomy that he's trying to ensure that he returns back.
Yes.
Now I recall that during Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration as the governor of Lagos State,
yes,
he and former President Olusegun Obasanjo were always on loggerheads,
yes,
with regards to revenues and all. Now, do you actually think that it is, I'm going to ask you that question personally, do you think that taking a cue from what you stated, is it now looking as though now that I am on the seat, I have the opportunity to reverse those policies that you made when I was the governor and we were having those loggerheads? Now that I have the opportunity, I'm trying to make it happen. Is that what it looks like?
Not
is it a fight
all.
back?
Is
it political vendetta?
It doesn't at all, because they don't even come close. There are too many other policies of President Olusegun Obasanjo that are not anti-people, and the president is working with them. Like the establishment of EFCC was under President Olusegun Obasanjo. EFCC is functioning very well now under the present administration.
How about the new national anthem?
The new national anthem was against the masses, because the lyrics of this reintroduced national anthem truly is talking about nationalism, talking about oneness of the people, just like a complete this democracy that is being practiced by India. We call it secular democracy. We are people of a diverse culture, diverse religion, and there is every need for us to see ourselves as one. And if we don't teach that from the local level, even primary nursery school in Nigeria, the younger ones coming up will not know the need for us to see ourselves as one. And that is why he has to go back to it, because he is looking at the general picture of Nigeria, nationalism. You get my point? So now, merging local government to state, putting the fund that is supposed to go to the local government directly, merging it with the state, calling it a joint account. On what ground? On what ground? The same constitution established state government. The same federal constitution established the local government. The same federal constitution established federal government. Why are you merging one to one? And we still have it in the constitution today that we have 3 tiers of government. It's wrong. So we have to go back to it, and that is what he has done. So the policies of every administration in the past before him that are anti-people, he can revitalize them and bring a new breath to it and to suit the people. All right. And that is why you see the moment the Supreme Court ruled in favor of local government against the states, you see how the entire country was.
But would you say same for the national anthem? That's what I was asking you. Would you say same? There were reactions with regards to the local government autonomy, the verdict. Would you say same for the national anthem?
No, they are not same. They are not same, because in the sense that since it has gone this far, learning it again will be a problem. But in Nigeria, we are already adopting to it.
Okay, before we take this call, let me put you on the spot. Can you recite the national anthem from A to Z?
I'm still learning it.
You are still learning it?
Yes.
But then you accept it. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Yeah, I'm calling you from Abuja.
Okay. Your name, please.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Uche.
Uche, go ahead. You have 1 minute.
Okay, yeah. So I thank you for. I've been listening keenly, and I think we're going way back. Why not the analysts talk about progressively? Because I don't know why he's bringing Olusegun Obasanjo case to us, because I think it's way gone. So what is the way forward? What are you comparing? A man has ruled, he has made his mistakes, he has made his own impact, and he has gone. So what are you saying now? What is the way forward? What are you analyzing for us? I don't like that bringing back comparing old age. I don't think it's cool for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Uche from Abuja.
As a political scientist, without comparative analysis of issues, policies of public policies, there's no how you will land yourself in a very good perspective. Now, I have compared the past administration, and every Nigerian know that it was Olusegun Obasanjo's administration that brought us into this problem that the whole Nigerians are applauding today by separating local government from state government allocation. You understand? Who caused it? It was the previous administration. If there is no comparative analysis of issues, you can't land yourself in a very good perspective. So now, going forward now, this has been done. The separation has been done. Any local government that is being managed by caretaker committees will never receive any fund. But that is not enough. The Supreme Court have done well, but that is not enough. The major thing to be done now is to see how local government elections will be conducted by INEC, Federal INEC, Independent National Electoral Commission, recognized by Nigerian Constitution, not state electoral bodies. Because the state electoral bodies will still allow, the governors will still allow their stooge to still manage local government, and the same fund will go back to them. We don't want that in Nigeria.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Aderemi is my name, from Ibadan.
Aderemi from Ibadan, go ahead.
Yes, your analyst has said something very important. The past guides the present. It can also help in the future. The issue of local government autonomy is a good development, and I believe it will attract competent people to the local government administration. Most of the people that you see as local government chairmen, as councillors, they were foreigners to the local community. Their governors will bring them as a compensation for their efforts. Most communities don't know them. If we start right now, that we now make sure that the communities choose those who will represent them, they will be accountable to them. I think it's a way forward.
All right.
And it's a right step in the right direction.
Simple.
Permit me again, on this issue of food import, as mentioned by President of African Development Bank. Thank God the President has said that it's a temporary measure. We can't but do that. You know, Nigerians should talk from both cheeks. Some people are saying open the border. Food will be cheap. But let me tell you one thing. Most Nigerians are less patriotic. The local producers are maximizing profit. They are the ones being protected by banning importation. How are they helping Nigerians?
All right.
They run away with huge profits. The middlemen are there, destroyed everything. Nigeria belongs to every one of us.
Yes, definitely.
We should find a way forward.
All right. Thank you so much.
Beyond this president, we cannot continue to move in a cycle. We should all join hands and make sure we succeed. Nigeria has everything to make it. God will help us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Remy from Ibadan. All right, let's move straight to other stories. But may I remind you that Richard Oriri, every statement you made is your opinion.
I am the one that said it,
and you
not
are
KAFTAN television.
And you are liable to make your own opinion.
Yes.
I am Ogba Dom PDP for APC in Ebonyi. That's on the Nigerian Tribune this morning. Looks like when I first of all saw that story, in my mind I'm like, are we back here again? I'm trying to manage my word, the word that everybody would always use, the political, let me not use that one, but at least defecting and cross-carpeting. We're back again, and you have I am moving away from PDP to APC. What are your thoughts on this, Richard Oriri?
Yes, a right step in the right direction.
Interesting.
And I love it. I am an in-law, and I am an in-law to
so
the
why is it right for him to move away
why is right is that I am now beginning to see how the Igbos are now looking at politics.
What has what has that got to do with this?
What I am telling you is this: if there is no alliance, you can never succeed very well in politics. If the Igbos can align, they have seen clearly that this government is a government that the Igbos can align with and see whether 2027 or 2031 will be favorable to them. We have all been saying that the Igbos have not ruled Nigeria from 1999. And you cannot be antagonizing the center and still want them to support you. If the Igbo stakeholders can come together and form this strong alliance with the center. Look at what is happening concerning the issue of our brother Nnamdi Kanu. The National Assembly members, they are taking it very seriously. Other Nigerians, they are taking it very seriously. And government is giving listening ear. And we are all praying that Nnamdi Kanu is released. The leaders of the Igbo extraction, now that they are coming into the center to form alliance with this present government, it will help a lot. Look at in Enugu now. Will you know that Enugu State is being managed by PDP? PDP is the governor, is PDP's a member, is the governor of Enugu State. In Abia State, is a Labour Party. But they are all blending with the center.
So what has,
and the center
what
is
has
assisting.
carpeting from PDP to APC got to do with it?
It's political strategy. It's political strategy in the interest of the Igbo race.
So why not say same to Nyesom Wike, who is still in PDP, but working for the APC?
No, you should know. You should know. Nyesom Wike, the Southerners, he's a German.
I ask again, what does that got to do with
is interest of their community? If you don't place the interest of your community above your self-interest, your community will keep losing developmentally in any government. Now, look at the SGF today. It's representing a race, the thief race, the minority thief nation in Nigeria. They form alliance with the center. And now they have benefited.
Richard, hold your thought. Let's take this call. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Please turn down the volume of your TV set so we can hear you.
Good morning, Auntie.
Good morning, sir.
Arome, calling from Ankpa, Kogi State.
Arome from Kogi State. Go ahead. You have 1 minute, please.
What we are saying about the local government autonomy, the problem is that all those state governors will alliance with the local chairman now to collect their money. That's the problem. Those court people, they should want governor to no collect money from the local government now.
All right.
That's my own contribution.
All right. Thank you so much. Very well taken. Go ahead. So I ask you again, what has that got to do with Igbo or Southwest or Southeast?
The Anyim Pius Anyim is a senior stakeholder in Nigeria. And he was a senior stakeholder in PDP. Now he has seen reasons why he has to join hands with other Igbo stakeholders. He's not the only person. About 8 other former members of the State Assembly in Ebonyi State, like Honorable Victor Aleke, former House of Representative member under PDP, Honorable Lazarus Ogbe, they all joined APC in Ebonyi. Meaning, if you go to Ebonyi State today now, you will see that possibly there is no better person in APC, in PDP again. And in Enugu, I am telling you, the governor is even championing it. But strategically, they are not antagonizing the center anymore. So Richard, if you go to Abia State, they are not antagonizing the center anymore.
To answer my question, what has that got to do with joining the APC?
I am telling you about the future interests of Igbo race. The Igbos still have interest to rule Nigeria. And the rest of us,
and they have to do it via APC.
No. You form alliance. Alliance formation is done everywhere. Even in international politics, in politics, what is the center of everything is power. There are some states within the international system that doesn't have that power. But they form alliance with states that have power. If you go to the European nation today, all of them, they are resting and relaxing under the umbrella of US security. Their foreign policy of other nations within the European nations, they don't even consider security to be anything serious because they are under the umbrella of US security. That is alliance.
All right.
Now, if you like, you just
hold your thought again. Hold your thoughts, Richard. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning, sir. You're on to KAFTAN television. Tell us anymore where you're calling us from.
Thank you. I'm calling from Borno State.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Your mic is on.
I want to observe the speech of my brother who's talking about that eviction. What he is saying, he may be right, he may be wrong, because if he's talking about the Igbo nations
having alliance so that they would benefit in 2027 or 31. They are now being selfish. And then everybody in Nigeria are looking at them now. I want to tell you, by the time in mind, the people in the north and the southeast, southwest are observing them critically. And all by the time 2027 or 2021 comes, they will form alliance against them again and they'll dump them down. So it's better for them to keep a status quo and then believe even if there is not joining it, it is the will that they will win one day.
All right.
But by the time they begin to debate here and there.
All right, I think we might have to let you go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your contribution. Very well taken. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Are you there?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Please turn down the volume of your TV set and go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Collins Bello. I'm calling from Edo State.
Collins from Edo State. Go ahead. You have 1 minute, please.
Yeah, I'm seeing your program. Please, to your analyst there, I just want to say he's doing a good job. But like the question you are asking is concerning the defection of Ayin Fayos from PDP to APC, what has that got to do with the politics of Nigeria? I want to say he's 80% wrong in his analysis, trying to paint the picture that forming alliance with the center is going to make what the Igbo nations to get into power. It might be 20% right or do, but if you recall the last election, we don't need a center alliance to get it right. If not for what the INEC promised us and later failed, that now we know where we will be.
All right.
So the issue of forming alliance with the center is not what we want. We want a credible person. We want a person who is selfless.
All right.
And so what we are saying from the cross carpeting, whatever, also, for me, it's my opinion. It's self. So it's not the Ayin Fayos is not representing the entirety of the Igbo nation. It's not representing the entirety of the Nigerians.
All right. Thank you so much.
Trying to get what we are looking for.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Your point is very well taken. Thank you for calling. Richard Oriri, land on your thoughts and let's move to the next story. We have quite a number of stories to head on to.
Where were we?
We were talking about the UK and the US.
Okay. So I was talking about alliance formation. If you see that you are weak, if you look at the Igbos now, they have seen that they have tried their best to see how they will lead the country, but it has not been so easy. So now, if they are retreating to see that alliance formation is better than antagonizing, me, I've been an advocate of that for long. If the Igbos really want to lead the country, they should not antagonize the North, seeing the North as enemy or seeing the West as enemy. But what they should do is to be friendly to every segment of the country. Right. And now that they have realized that and they are doing that now, they are doing it early enough, and it's good. I took my analysis from Abia State. The Abia State governor is a Labour Party candidate person. Enugu State governor is a PDP person, but they are all blending very well with the APC government at the center.
And I also asked the same question.
Not attacking. If you look at
and
it,
I also asked the same question. If you come to Abuja, you have the governor or the minister of the FCT who is in PDP, yes, but is working with the APC. So what has that got to do with anything? That
is what I am telling you. He has done that in the interest of
his people. So it means he can actually stay in PDP and still
in the interest of his people, he has done that. You know, the G5 governors, he was their leader. Even till tomorrow, he's still their leader. Like, was it on Thursday or Wednesday last week? He celebrated the elevation of his wife into a peak court. And all the G5 governors, except Oyo State Governor Sheyi Makinde, that was not there. Former Benue State Governor was there. Former Abia State Governor was there. Former Enugu State Governor. They were all there to celebrate with him. Now he led this G5 in collaboration with his Ikwere man. He's an Ijo man. You understand? So now he's wearing the cap of the ethnic group that he have supported in the center.
We have a lot of
the same thing with SGF now, who is the SGF of this country, is representing, wearing the cap of the chief nation at the center here. So alliance formation is the best way to go in politics.
All right, we've heard you, Richard Oriri. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
I'm calling from Paiko, Niger State.
How is Niger State this morning? How is Paiko, the food basket local government?
Thank you so much. Please go ahead. You have only 1 minute.
I'm very interested in this your discussion.
Thank you, sir.
Only that what my brother said about this ex-president Obasanjo, I'm not happy about it. But about the local government that he merged with the state, you're supposed to know why he did it. Because it's already in the constitution that the state, the local government, and the federal are 3 tiers. So, you know, when that 1999 to 2023, to be frankly speaking, the local government chairman performed very poorly.
All right, I think we lost that call. Call us back if you can. Let's move straight to other stories. Richard Oriri, we have quite a number of stories to talk about. Okay, here you have Daily Trust says 6 years after Abuja Kaduna road project uncompleted. And the writers there says myriad of potholes causing vehicle crashes. Commuters demand urgent government action, but then the works minister came out to say that it will be completed in 12 months. A lot of people have been reacting to that. But in my own thoughts, I feel if Abuja can be this beautiful in less than how many months, then it means that 6 years abandoned project can work again in few months. Do you agree with that?
I agree 100%. It's about political will. The Minister of FCT, I keep saying it, he has shown to Nigerians that he has the passion to work for the people. So now, Minister of Works, what he has done so far is going around to see the works on ground, because the president has given them the marching order. He wants all abandoned projects in this country completed first before you initiate new one. That is leadership. And that's one area that I love him. That is leadership. We have been having this issue of abandoned project, if you go to states, in fact, projects from 1999, abandoned in many communities. Look at FCT. Most areas, roads that we would never expect will even come to pass again. Look at them becoming new roads. It's political will. Like the Abuja Kaduna Way road that the Minister of Works is talking about. If the contractors are not doing what they are supposed to do, he should revoke the contract and give to another contractor that can go to the road and finish that, because governance is about service.
All right.
If the people are crying that we are suffering here, you have to channel your interest to that direction immediately.
All right, let's
and resolve the problem for the people. Solving problem is what government is all about.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
I'm calling from Lagos. My name is Amaka.
Oh, I hear my first female caller this morning, and it suits me. Hello, Amaka from Lagos. Go ahead. Your mic is on.
Please, most of the things my brother here is saying is right. But the one I don't agree with is this alliance he's talking about.
Okay.
Let us call a spade a spade. His personal interest that made that man to defect. He's not doing it for the interest of the Igbos, number one. And Igbos have never gotten a party, you will say that. Now they can now align with others. Igbos have been aligning with parties before. You cannot tell me that it is now that they realize. And thirdly, I want to ask you a question. If any of them that have jumped to APC from PDP to APC, a coin of different faces, is giving us any impact in Igbo land, then we will say, yes, let us jump to APC. Now, the ones that jumped to APC has messed up Igbo land. And he is aware of what, because he's an Igbo person, just like me. So he is aware of this. He has interest, his own personal interest. Number two, I don't know the number, but another point is that you can defect to what is good and not what is ruling the whole country.
All right.
If you want to jump, it is those people that say that if you can't beat them, you join them. No matter how bad you are, they will join you. I am not of the same opinion. If APC is paying us, is doing something that is reasonable in this country, we all will join them.
All right.
But joining a wrong and something that is ruining the country and telling me that Igbos have now, is he doing it for the interest of the Igbos?
All
so
right.
Please don't give us more analysis on that.
All right. Thank you, Amaka from Lagos.
Your opinion is
we
right.
Appreciate
your
your
opinion
call.
is right, because in politics, self-interest, especially in Africa, it supersedes every other interest, even national interest. You put it behind. You put your self-interest first. You are right.
All right.
In what you have said.
We need to take another headline. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, sir. Tell us any more where you're calling us from.
I am Annabel calling from Maraba.
All right, go ahead. Please, 1 minute, please.
This is to appreciate what the analyst is saying there. I like his perspective, because the truth is that a tree cannot make up a forest. When he was talking about a lion, he's not just saying it as by me, the way I understand it, he's just trying to tell the world that, or Nigeria, that the truth is that a particular geographical location, and individuals, they cannot just come out single-handedly from that very end to rule the country. You will have to join force with others, and then they carry it along, because before you can now be given an opportunity to pass.
All right. Thank you so much for your contribution. Very well taken. Let's move straight to other stories. Our time is fast spent. We have so many to talk about, but we will just manage and take another two. I'll give you two headlines, and I'd like to take them together if you can help us in the next 3 minutes. Richard Oriri, 3 minutes. Guardian says EFCC silent as Betta Edu allegedly stages comeback. That's one. And then secondly, all the newspapers are talking about Trump's attempted assassination and how world leaders, including President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has condemned that attack. Tell us, give us your thoughts in that regard. I hear some persons, some world leaders from the UK, from Britain and Europe, some say that yes, it is wrong, but it is not unexpected. It is not a surprise to them. And then some other persons, so many things, some other people. Let me leave it to that. Let's get your thoughts first. In these two
First, let me take it from the Betta Edu's case. One problem we are having in Nigeria, and why many Nigerians are questioning the credibility of AFCC sometimes, is that the moment government set up a committee of inquiry or a committee to investigation committee on something, since Betta Edu issue erupted, government said they are going to investigate, and it was because of the investigation that she was suspended. Up till now, for how many months, we have not seen the report of that investigation, and the FCC cannot act without anything before it. So if we have the report of the investigation, then Nigerians will see whether coming back of Betta Edu is right or wrong. If she is indicted by the committee set up by the federal government to investigate them, then there's no need for her to come back. And once she's indicted, the next thing the FCC would do is to get that report of the investigation, then go ahead and arrest her to come and account to Nigerians. The issue of non-accountability It's why people who are committing crime, they keep committing it. If you are held accountable, if they can, people can hold you accountable to the office that you occupy. I think every other person coming behind you will sit well to say, let me do well. If not, the people will say that should give account. Nobody is giving account in this country. No one is giving account.
So are you expecting to see better Edu sleep
until I see the report of the investigation? You cannot kill Better Edu. She is a citizen of this country. If the report indict her, then no need for her to come back. But if the report did not indict her,
we should be
then,
expecting her.
Then you should be expecting if she is found free, if she is not found guilty in all the allegations. I don't think she's a citizen like me. She's a citizen like you. She have every right to operate as every other citizen under the law. But once the committee found her guilty, EFCC will come in and arrest her immediately on behalf of Nigerians. Then on the other one, on the other part of it.
Before you take that, let's quickly take this call. Good morning. Good morning. Are you there?
Good morning.
Turn down the volume of your TV set, please. Okay.
Then the other thing to talk about there is about the attempted assassination of former president of the United States of America. That I have never been a fan of Donald Trump, because I see him as a very lousy person to be a leader. But for what happened, it was not just an attack on Donald Trump. It was an attack on democracy worldwide. It was an attack on the United States of America that values its image so much. The image of America was seriously attacked on the 14th.
What has one got to do with the other, Richard?
Other what?
You said it's an attack on democracy. So what has one got to do with the other?
Attack on democracy globally. An attack on US as a country. Because the United States was seen to be the exporter of democracy across the globe. After the Second World War, what they saw that they would be better for the world to come together and live peacefully was liberal democracy. And they introduced it to the whole world. And it's one of their major value system. Democracy and open market economy. That's US national value. And the same democracy that gives you the right to speak freely anywhere without intimidation is being attacked in US. And again, not just an ordinary citizen of America, former president of US, to be assassinated in the 21st century.
He's not assassinated, it was an attempt.
It was an attempted. What if he was assassinated? Didn't you see him with blood? It was bullet that pierced through the upper side, region of his ear. So he was almost assassinated. How will you see it that ex-president of US, and in democracy, what we say is protection of human life?
So I read a particular actress, an American actress. Let me take this call before I go ahead. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from. Okay, I need to let you go. Hello, good morning. Okay.
Do you know the danger of what happened to you to Donald Trump? The danger of it is that there's in a comparative analysis of public issues, public policies. You see, there's what we call contagious effect. What has happened in America, if they have succeeded, even that they did not succeed, other countries, especially in the global south, that is the developing and underdeveloped countries of the world, they will see that going to public function like this and try to kill somebody is no crime. The contagious effect of it will rule the whole world, and it will be very bad for all of us. Contagious effect of it. We don't even expect to see this type of a thing at all.
All right, then let's quickly take this call before we go ahead. Hello, good morning.
Hello, ma'am.
Good morning, sir.
Now, please, we need music.
Okay, we'll play you music after this program. You definitely have a lot of music to go on with. All right, so we have I read a particular actress, an American actress, that said, according to her, I'll quote her, she said that this Trump's attempted murder or attempted attack was staged. Do you agree with that?
I don't see it to be staged. It could be a personal opinion of an individual, especially possibly the person that have carried out the attack. I listened to so many analyses of what happened in America yesterday on national TV and international televisions. Professors of different universities and even former secret service in America. I listened to the analysis of the whole. You know, in US, Trump, in the history of America, Trump has been the only one person that have attacked the process of democracy in America. He was elected under the process of US election. He was elected, and nobody, even Hillary Clinton, she had every opportunity, right, to question the process that Trump was not duly elected, because there was allegation of hacking into the American election by Russia. Meaning she had every opportunity to question the process, but questioning the process as a true citizen of America who values the interests of the nation, she dropped all of that, and she did not question the process, just to maintain, to enable her put that image of America where it is. But Trump questioned the process, and the same Trump is coming again to say he wants to be president under the same process that he questioned that was not right. In America, one individual can pick it in the interest of the nation to say, I will kill you, and he will not discuss it even with his father. He can't discuss it with his parents.
Richard, you need to mind your statement, because you're talking on.
No. So what I am saying is that I am alleging that that individual that has carried that assassination attempt must have done that on his own personal reasons.
All right.
On his own personal reasons. You get my point? On his own personal reasons. You saw that the president, even he was said to be a member of a Republican, not even a Democrat, that you will say is the opposition party that attacked Trump.
All right, let's quickly take this one last call. We have so many calls, but we can't take all. Good morning.
Hello, morning.
Good morning, our last caller for today. Tell us your name and where you're calling us from. Musa from Borno. Go ahead.
Now I agree with my brother upon the 3 points he talked about. In fact, I'm happy for all the analysis he made for the 3 points. Except I want to mention to the issue of Edo. The committee which was set to investigate Ms. Edo is
better. I do.
I had some things in mind. I discovered that Edo was shouting against them because she knew that the committee was set because they want to find out things which they themselves were involved in. And so you discover that whenever a committee is set and the committee has problem in among themselves, whoever they are investigating will shout against them, and nothing will happen to her. So I want to commend my brother. Most of this committee were corrupt, and because of this, the report will not come out because my brother, the secretary, said up to now the report has not come out. What is the problem with it? Because there's a problem with it. So because of that, the was shouting against them because she knew exactly the problem of the committee. Thank you. That's my take.
Thank you, Musa from Borno State. Thank you so much, Richard Oriri. It's been a wonderful time having this conversation with you.
It's my pleasure.